Boker Tov, Rabbi Prague.
Oh, Boker Tov.
Welcome.
Baruch Hashem, Boker Tov. Tomorrow, me and Devorah are going to Israel because my third son's bar mitzvah is going to be after Shavuot.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's the first time. The first time in my life that I took her from school. מה קרה?
אח שלו נפטר אתמול.
רבה, בשורות.
דבורה בארץ אני שמעתי.
מה?
שמעתי שדבורה בארץ.
לא יודע, אנחנו נוסעים אחר בבוקר. אולי נוכל לבקר אותו. איפה הם יושבים איפה?
בינתיים באדמו"ר מגור, אני לא יודע מתי.
Oh, Steve is going to be there too, Rabbi Prague.
Oh, it's the first time in my life that I'm in Shavuot in Israel.
Beautiful.
But basically, my daughter decided instead of making a party here, we'll celebrate together, just the family in Israel, and we'll come back right after Shavuot. Open a second in Megillat Ruth. David, open the back in Megillat Ruth. Page 1269.
It's a parak.
But נתחיל בפרק א', I'm just going through few points in the Megillah. Elimelech was a dignified, powerful, wealthy man. And the story begins because of a serious famine. See, we're not even mentioning his name. וילך איש מבית לחם יהודה לגור בשדה מואב, הוא ואשתו ושני בניו. The Rambam, when the Rambam talks about living in Israel, he says you cannot live even if there is a famine, yeah? Abraham Avinu made a mistake going down to Egypt, and the Rambam is listing the reason why they both died is because they were dignified people. Everyone was looking up to them, so they left. Why did they leave? You have money, you're not afraid from dying. So the Midrash says that Elimelech was afraid that too many poor people who come to ask him, he went there to preserve
his money.
His wealth. What was the end? Penniless. The same exactly as my Lord. The Lord departed from Abraham, even though Abraham adopted him. Abraham raised him, Abraham groomed him. And so Las Vegas, Bayaret Kikar Yarden Kikulam Ashke, he ran with its pajamas.
Shirt on his back.
This is life. We are in control.
But he didn't lose his money. His kids, his wife lost it. So he died when he was wealthy.
Who's he?
Elimelech.
So you mean he should have been alive and become alive? First you're dead. Your plane are gone because you're in a box. And sometimes we try to protect our family. Nothing is left for the family either. Ruth was married to Machlon, and Orpah was married to Kilion. So look a second.
What says Met Shnehem? Does anybody comment that they died at the same time?
I'll tell you what done.
You should have said Met too. That's the question.
Vayamat Elimelech. I'm holding it. This is in page 1269.
I got that. What
Pasuk Gimel.
Okay, thank you.
Vayamat Elimelech ish Naomi. Oh, we read the pasuk before that Elimelech is the husband of Naomi. The Gemara says, "Ena ish met, ela leishto." Yes, Vayamat Elimelech, the biggest loss when a person dies is for his wife. Ish Naomi. I told it a few times to a woman who lost the husband, they started to cry because they looked for her. But Tishael, he ושני בניה. וישאו להם נשים מואביות. Without going into the halacha of Ammoni and not Ammoni that we spoke yesterday, it was not publicized. According to Reb Chaim Kanievsky, they married them on a condition. If we are permitted to marry you because you're a female, then we convert you. If not, listen carefully. If not, to us it sounds very funny because we are quote unquote religious. If not, they marry them as goyot. If they convert them and they marry them, it's assuming a Torah, yes? Assuming a Torah. The assuming a Torah is to marry a convert from Ammon. If they are not converted, they live with the goyah.
Which is the Rabbanan.
Which is the
lesser two
Rabbanan
evils.
until the Chashmonaim.
The lesser two evils.
The Beit Din of Chashmonaim made a gzera. You see? So by the book,
Before Chashmonaim, it wasn't Isur.
right.
To live with her, no, you
To
can't
live-
marry
to
them.
live with a goyah.
You can't marry them. There's no marriage.
There's no such thing, there's no
There's
recognition of
There's
marriage.
nothing there.
Amonot is an amonot of
So
Rabbanan.
by the book, it looks good, but of course both of them died.
Kids will be mamzerim.
So Chashmonaim was the first
The
one.
kid will be mamzerim.
Mamzerim is only if you have a relationship with a nida. סליחה, ממזרים is only אשת איש, ממזרים is sister,
Goya is what?
there's no ממזרים.
There's no mamzerim for him.
The Rabbi, before the Chashmonaim times, what they did was technically not Isur.
Right, the biggest problem with Judaism that when we do things that by the book are correct, but we are destroying the fabrication.
No, I appreciate that.
This
I'm
is exactly what everyone says.
Rabbi, if we follow that particular mindset that you just now put on the table, if they had children,
To be 100% good.
good. So then therefore,
And-
why are we having this whole back?
But if you take the approach of Chaim Kanievsky, later when the halacha became known that you can marry a female, retroactively there were Jews all the time, and therefore the Jews will be Jewish kids.
Because of the condition. Because of the Tanakh.
Which means if they will have 2 kids each, 1 kid each,
Yeah.
she's right. Until
Why do we have all this? Do we have paragraphs after paragraphs? Do you want it? I don't have a child. If I can have a child, and then you got my 3rd child, don't wait for me. Go back to your parents. We have all this extra verbiage.
but in reality they didn't have any children. You're asking,
Um,
had they?
There's a lot of
Thank God
extra
they did
verbiage
that.
here, Rabbi. If you go with the first concept that you said, the goyim, why is Ruth having this dialogue back and forth with goyas? Go back. Good luck. Shalom Yisrael.
The biggest correction is take all Ateret and Levi together. They were not on the level of these 2 guys.
Agree.
So there's listen to me first. So there's no way that they are marrying goyot like 60% of Jewish kids today. Right? So now we have a problem with the book. So this is why every commentator in the last 700 years is dealing with the question: converted or not? So Chaim Kanievsky came with a brilliant idea. You hear what he says? He says, we are converting you on a condition. Is the conversion? We don't know yet. Right? We don't know yet.
You knew the two
The future, exactly. They knew that there is a halach inside that this is kosher. Why? Because they are females, not males, but they're not true. They're not Sanhedrin. So if we cannot convert you because you are for Amos, you are goyot. You are goyot. Thank God they didn't have children. He was asking a good question. If they would have children, what would happen? The future would determine retroactively what the children are.
Even though they could conceive at a time when it was not yet resolved, they would become okay when they
Retroactive.
But even though, but they only
See what bothers everyone is. As the mother-in-law is walking alone back to Bethlehem, she is converting her. The minute you see she's teaching her halachot of conversion. If you were converted before, well, you have to do it again. So obviously she's saying now I'm on my own anyway, and she's not ready to marry. She says, I'm going to convert no matter what. Even if you realize she sacrificed, when she comes back, she doesn't know if she's going to get married to anyone. This is why she's one of the greatest real women in Jewish history, yes?
The next pasuk says that they died. Does that mean that Elimelech died? Does that mean they would not have taken these women during the time of Elimelech while he was alive?
Okay, so I showed, I'll read you.
Godfather, we from other time.
No, but we're using the Psukim next to each other. Only that. Oh, he's taking every other.
Rabbi Prague?
Yes,
It's fascinating that when you read this, in the beginning Pasukim, it says, Mi Beit Lechem Yehuda, boom. Then again it says, Machlon Bekilyon, and they're Ephratim Mi Beit Lechem Yehuda. Then it says, in Gimel, Elimelech dies. Wonderful. Well, naturally, his two children, Batishaer, he or Shnei Baneh. So they use the word Batishaer. Then you go down two Pesukim, and in Hey, he uses Batishaer. So I think what the author is trying to show is that the big thing, that the big Aveirah that they did is that they stayed in Eretz, this land, and they did not come back to Eretz Israel, and that's why he's using those words. And
very good. What you are saying is exactly what the Rambam says. The Rambam says they were struck because they stayed, because they left Israel for no reason.
and the author is showing you that by the language.
The Rambam says it openly.
Does anybody say Tisha B'Av, he u'shnei baneha, meaning that's all that was left to her was her two sons. All the money went.
If you really pay attention to the text, when did they marry? When the father was alive or not?
No,
But so carefully says he didn't have guts to marry.
While the father was alive.
Marry while the father was alive. Yes. They married only after the father died.
Wow.
But he's trying to be medayek, and this is exactly what the Rambam is saying, that you cannot.
When they were waiting to say when it was going to be resolved, which way, yes or no. What were they waiting for? Would it be a future Betin or something that would help them?
For the Sanhedrin, they didn't have the iPhone
Wait.
to call the elected rabbis to sing the songs of life. And Halacha obviously was not no, this is exactly why. This is why it was a problem.
Not settled.
Everyone is evidence of this is the Larry, if you have access to the Rambam in Sof Perek Chot Melachim.
Okay.
Perek Hey Halacha Tet. Listen to this. The Rambam says if there is a terrible famine, then you can live in Israel. אף על פי שמותר לצאת, אינה מידת חסידות. שהרי מחלון בכליון, here, the two brothers, שני גדולי הדור, no one gives them the title of the Rambam here, they were very dignified, גדולי הדור, היו מפני צרה גדולה יצאו ונתחייבו כליה למקום. The Rambam already said the reason was, shouldn't have left.
Even if there is a famine?
What?
Even if there is a famine?
Since they had a lot of money in many banks and cash and jewelry,
They can survive it.
so why are you going? You're not dying. Remember, if it's a big family, Abraham Avinu had many people who relied on him. Look a second, go back to the text, Perek Aleph.
Or does anybody say that Tisha B'Av, even that she lost all her money, the only thing she was left was her two sons?
Barefoot,
Yeah,
barefoot.
because Eli was asking before, what does it mean, Eli? Vayamutu gam.
Yeah.
So you can say that gam means not only the father, but the Gemara says gam means all the animals, or everything they had already is gone. Gam, it's over. It's over for the family. The only thing is left is the mother and the two sons. So look a second now. Now she hears that the famine is over, and she's about to leave. look at פסוק ז', ותצא מן המקום אשר הייתה שמה ושתי כלותיה עמה, ותלכנה בדרך לשוב על ארץ יהודה. She is trying to discourage them and she's telling them the truth. Thank you very much, it's very nice of you to come along with me, but you have your future if you're coming with me. Yes?
Rabbi, I asked.
Yes, yes.
ChatGPT.
Oh,
Rambam lived in Israel for a short time, then he went to Egypt. He himself.
oh, you mean the history that we spoke there? Yeah.
Yeah. So he lived in Israel and he left Israel to go to Egypt.
Okay. So my friend, a very good friend, his daughter had to eulogize her father. She wrote beautiful stuff, and he gave it to JGTP, whatever you say, to make it nice.
Clean it up.
Yeah? And they gave 6 quotations to make it sound good. He checked, each one of them was wrong.
I read his life story, it was correct.
No, he's asking, we looked.
What you read.
Surely
look
Eretz
to us.
Israel.
We look to once, there's no time. But if you look once, oh, I have it right here. Right there, this
This is fact, man, this is fact.
He has a television.
Well,
The
what do you
kid
want?
came to school and he says, Rabbi, it happened. He saw the movie, The Ten Commandments. So he knew,
Of course,
he
like
knew that it was Seret HaDibrot.
I saw his life story. I mean, I read it.
Oh, really? I read the life story of the revolutions in Europe, and I read the Democrats writing it in the Republic.
So you're saying that he didn't go to Israel?
Come on, I'm going to read the Baz, an Egyptian rabbi 500 years ago, writes about it. 500 years before, whenever you look here, he's asking the question, he's asking a good question. He says, the Rambam says you cannot bear.
You read in the biography this? Or
Yeah.
you read on ChatGPT?
No,
In the biography, but
No,
No, because he said 2 different things. I'm
I
trying to
read
understand.
in the biography, but I put it down now. I said let me check it in the
Don't
GPT.
lie, they're wrong sometimes, ChatGPT.
Very
No,
wrong.
I read it in the biography.
sometimes, sometimes they're right.
My wife shows me a picture of a certain artist shaking Trump's hand with this whole thing about 250 anniversary, Shabbat. She says to me, is this true? I says, if I was standing there and he shook my hand, I'm not going to believe it's true. Today, they do everything. There's nothing they can't do anymore.
Here, listen,
I
listen,
don't know if
Joseph.
I-
Yes.
Here, Joseph, listen, Joseph.
Here we go.
And Baz was.
Baz was a rabbi in Egypt, 500 years, 500.
Before Maran or after Maran?
The same time as Maran, when there was a big argument.
After Rambam.
David, you should know this.
He's asking more than that, Joseph. He's asking, why did you go to Egypt? Forget now Israel. But you're not allowed to go permanently to live in Israel.
Wasn't it? He had to go for a brother?
Brother died. He had
Brother
to take care
died,
of the
yeah.
family.
And the Sultan kept them.
So Rabbi said he never lived in
He
Israel.
started
Maybe.
working.
No,
That's when he
it's-
started
it's-
working.
This is what he said.
Before that, he wasn't, he didn't need to work. Whatever.
He needed to work.
His brother was supporting him.
Yeah, that idea.
I thought that the king kept them at that.
ואם תאמר, תיק של רבנו, שהרי להשתכר במצרים, he had to run away from Israel, and he permanently moved to Egypt.
Yeah, that's what it said. So,
ויש לומר, והאנוס היה על פי המלכות, since this was a life-threatening situation, and the king of Egypt forced him to stay, שהיה רופא למלך ולשרים. Says the Radbazan himself, this is, גם אני, I sat in Egypt for a long time, and I built the yeshiva there, and then I left and I went back to Israel. Which means he came, he had to run away because of the threat of his life. When he came to Egypt, he came on a temporary basis, says, then he had no choice. No, it's very unfortunate, because many people rely, many teachers.
He didn't leave Israel voluntarily,
Many,
first of
many
all.
teachers showed me, this is what they told me. I answered back, look at the Rambam, said, okay, we didn't say it exactly. But anyway, let's go back to the text.
So what the Baz is saying that he left Israel because of Pikuach Nefesh?
The Matzav was, he was running. He also, when he read this biography,
He was running. And then he got stuck in
Why
Egypt
did he-
because
yeah.
the Sultan.
Temporarily.
It says המלך Egypt. It says שהיה אנוס על פי המלכות דוד, שהיה רופא למלך ולשרים. It says שהיה רופא למלך ולשרים. Anyway, she's trying to, how many steps after she spoke twice to them, Orpah left. Orpah, as you know, is
Five, I
the
think,
future
right?
grandmother of Goliath. Yes. See, this is the interesting history.
think
Two
so.
ladies
Yeah.
and the children meet
Opposite ends of
later,
the
face to
spectrum.
face. How many steps did she go before she was convinced? 40 steps. 40 steps. If you go to Sefer Melachim, how many days did Goliath come and make fun of the Jewish people before he went out? 40 days. The Gemara says every step gave.
Goes around, comes around.
Because she walked with Naomi 40
Very-
steps.
Yeah. She
She
walked.
also got blessed with 5 giants or something. She had 5, right, 5 giants.
No, all the children, grandchildren, were real strong people. Anyway,
I wonder if David knew he was related when he was killing
it's
her.
interesting to know. Yeah, it's interesting to know. No, but not only this, to show you in history.
I think
Who made the logical choice? She or Obama? What is
Yeah, I mean, you can't, especially if it was up tonight and we gave it to the
No, but
to
to
the
show you
virgin.
somehow she was convinced that this is the right religion. Many religious Jews should learn from her.
But it wasn't that so much that she left, it was how far she fell, how quickly she fell to rock bottom after she left.
But
Whatever reason.
this is a separate discussion. Everyone that reaches very high, he doesn't have the foundations, falls down much faster.
Rabbi, when we talk about Ruth, we always talk about the second portion, which is walking with Naomi, and the way she makes this this dissertation about becoming your lady, and that's really where we're basing the conversion on that. So why can't we use that as a statement rather than go back to the sons? Go back to here. This is where she's Jewish. She's Jewish from this.
No, what again? The question is that the two people that married them take all the rabbis that you ever heard about,
Agreed.
and they are bigger than them. How can they marry them?
How could they
This
marry
is
Louis?
what.
How could they marry Louis? Right.
No, why
So
would,
no,
why
it's
would they
tremendous.
be so concerned about you? If they weren't really married, then her trying to redeem the whole redeem
Right,
doesn't
right,
make sense.
right.
agree
This
with
is
you.
one of the questions, right?
That's my
Why
first
would they want
question
to
to
do
the
both
rabbi.
if they
Why the whole
wanted to
process? I'm agreeing.
No one is really, no one is worried about Yibum. Yibum is secondary. It's good for the rabbi's speeches because it keeps people.
No,
There
but
were no
you see,
chiyuvim
Naomi is so
b'chlal, but
appeased
they
and
knew that
Boaz just
someone
wants
from
to
the
marry her.
family, someone from the family is marrying them. Look a second. Look a second. Turn the page a second. ותלכנה שתיהם עד בואנה בית לחם. Keep in mind that here are two ladies, an older lady and a young, beautiful woman are stepping into it. There's no social media, there's no one. You read the Pasuk on top, 1270. Pasuk 19. Vayi keboana Beit Lechem. As they arrived in Beit Lechem, right, the entire city was what?
Tumultuous.
Can you tell me how the city is tumultuous if two ladies are walking into any neighborhood you want? Says that, you understand? But the entire city, Azotno,
Not just a few
this is the
people.
lady.
They couldn't believe that this was a lady that left that was Malchut. She was royalty.
If you want to see how this story, the unwritten points of the Megillah is, as you're saying,
You said.
this was the day, the Gemara tells us that the day they arrived, the wife of Boaz died, and everyone is coming back from the funeral, and here they saw the two ladies are coming. The funeral is always, the cemeteries are always the edge of the city, they are coming out of the city. But what's the question? Azot Naomi, she left with a white Cadillac,
Like a queen.
a lot of jewelry. Azot,
Look how she turned out.
Barefoot.
barefoot. And she is very smart. She's a real Jewish woman. But Tomer Aleim, I'm not Naomi. I'm not present. God punished me, and she publicly is accepting it. כהימר שדר לי מאוד. אני מלאה הלכתי, I went full, וריקה משיבני השם, God taught me a lesson.
Was she chayav because she followed her husband or didn't convince him to stay?
No one is trying to no, he's asking a good question.
She was inviting herself. Huh?
She doesn't have to leave if her husband leaves. She's not chayav to leave her. So if she her husband.
He said,
Yeah, but after he dies, they stay there 10 years.
He's asking when they left. The Mishnah says in Ketubot, if a husband wants to go to Israel or vice versa, he can force his wife to divorce. But for whatever reason, we don't know why.
Rabbi, what does it say in the next one? Naomi had a relative through her husband. When she was related herself, wasn't her father one of the brothers also?
Right.
What was the father's name, by the way?
We don't know yet. But Tasha, look now in the fascinating pasuk. Naomi's father.
Oh, Naomi.
Naomi's boy.
Naomi was
He married his.
she was from also Shevet Yehuda, no?
Tasha,
married his
look at
niece.
pasuk 22. But Tasha of Naomi, please listen carefully to the pasuk. Naomi is coming back. So it says she's coming back, yes. ורות המואביה קלטה עמה, השבה
What do you need it?
Moab. The word to return means, right? To return means if you're going on vacation, you are returning to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Ruth is
She's
returning.
new there. She's not
She's new. New. The
So,
pasuk
what's-
says that Ruth is coming back. Coming back from what?
From Egypt.
No,
She was
No,
never there in the
coming
first
back,
place.
no.
When she coming
coming
returning
back
back.
normally goes on
You went on
vacation.
vacation. You didn't go on
You
vacation.
come
You
back
left.
home. She's not.
Should not be coming back.
So what's the explanation, please?
When the crowd,
What's the question? She's not coming back to Israel, is that?
She was not born in Israel. She came from Moab to Israel
no,
first
look
time.
at the
Where's she
pasuk,
returning
David.
to?
Look at the
How's
pasuk,
she
David.
returning?
Look at the pasuk. Natasha of Naomi, Ruth Moabia, the pasuk is screaming, Ashaba.
Shava, oh, that's returning, oh.
Where's she returning to?
Ruth,
Question is on
we
Ruth.
understand that Naomi is coming back because this is
Shava.
But what do we need in that pasuk? What do we need? Vehema Bao Beit Lechem. We just saw 2 psukim before that they were in Beit Lechem. And also they keep playing with this word Lashevet, 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 right through the parak. It's fascinating.
the second. So in the time of the Gra, there was a famous convert that was a son of royalty. He converted, the church found out, and basically the church told him, either you come back to Christianity or we bury you alive. And he chose to be buried alive. This is a long story. He was buried, by the way, the second year of Shavuot.
Oh.
This is the Gertzel. The Graf Vilna requested that he is to be buried next to him. Anyway, they asked the Graf, how can it go? Listen to this. The fire is waiting, and they told me, just say I'm coming back to. He said, no. And so they asked the Graf Vilna, why was he zocher? He said, come here. Why was he zocher to come? The Graf Vilna says that before Matan Torah, the Gemara says that Hashem approached many nations. Would you like to receive the Torah? And everyone said no. The nations said no.
But individuals said yes.
Individuals said wanted to come back.
So he was one of them.
Hashem is arranging for those individuals to come back.
Get the reward.
Ashaba, she's coming back to Israel.
So she had some roots.
Yeah.
Root, that's a pun.
Yeah.
Roots.
No.
Root. She had roots also. She had DNA.
Oh,
Yeah, I see that.
It's no reason for that.
So Halata, she must be 100% Jewish, or else she would be the daughter-in-law.
right.
Oh.
Many of the proof that people bring is that because the language of the
They say
if you
return.
take-
She was.
see if we take the expression of Kanievsky is very good. They were married under conditions.
Yeah.
We know that the condition was they were really married because retroactively what they did was not wrong.
Really between the lines.
See, but this is
What
all, only,
halata is extra.
but this is only, we know it after it happened, yes? Anyway, the real question now is,
So why can't I do a conditional conversion now, Rabbi? Let me try it out. Let me try it out.
Don't try this at home.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just throwing it on the table.
look at the beginning of
Maybe
the
that's what the conservative and reform.
they do a real conversion, which is not
They think.
50% of the Orthodox conversion means double zero also.
Wow.
Very few of the Orthodox are really asking why don't we?
Why go that far?
Look at Judaism looks. Judaism is not in this community with the war, but no will.
Yeah.
If they were converted, so they're Jewish, they can't go back to their religion anymore because they're Jews.
One of the proof, she's telling them, go back. What she is really telling them is, I don't know if your conversion was real. Did you marry my son for the books?
That's money.
Or for the jewelry? For the bill of home?
You come for the money.
98% of Orthodox conversions today are only for
Sure.
the looks of the husband or the job
Or
that
the
he has,
prestige.
or vice versa.
Being part of that aura.
Now look at this.
When I was
Why?
growing up, there was no such thing as conversion for marriage. It was not allowed. Just not happening. I don't know why I grew up, but it's changed along the way somewhere.
Now the question is like this: Boaz is a wealthy man. Boaz is a judge. Why didn't know me knock on the door, my dear nephew? No, we are poor. Can you help us?
Yeah.
Why didn't he understand it on his own?
I mean, you should have gone to Moab and
No,
gotten
No,
She
no,
came
no,
to
no.
town.
Now
She came to
now
town.
that she's back. She's coming back.
He's in his
penniless.
mourning period. He just buried his
You
wife.
must have heard
He's
about it.
right in the center
The
of the
whole
mourning
place was
period.
upset, right, when she came back?
Right after the week of the Abayut is over, because later he says, I heard. He tells Ruth, I heard what you did to your mother. So the commentators say the fact that she did not go showed that she was very dignified. Why did she allow her daughter to go like a beggar to collect the food? She understood. He understood that she is dignified, the woman she doesn't want. But look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. After he noticed that she is collecting, look what he says to her. Look what he says to his workers. He tells his workers, look at 2 on page 1271. Look at the second line from the top. This is Larry Bayu, it's Perak, I guess, in Perak Bet, Pasuk Tetvav. Look carefully what happened. This is after he invited her, as we have to do with converts or people. He invited her to join lunch. ותקם ללקט, ויצב בועז את נעריו לאמור, גם בין העומרים תלקט ולא תחרימו. Normally, you see a pretty woman, she is and no one is protecting her. All the boys will start with her, don't. וגם, listen to this, שול תשונו לה מן הצוותים, ועזבתם ונקטע. You read the English translation.
And even deliberately pull out some for her from the heaps and leave them for her to glean. Don't rebuke her.
You see, what does he say? This creates a tremendous halachic problem. What is leket? Leket means if
It's left over.
right,
By accident,
as you
so to
are
speak.
harvesting,
Whatever
whatever
is
is left over, the minute you drop it on purpose,
Intentionally.
it's not leket anymore. If it's not leket anymore, halachically, they have to take Truma myself.
Oh.
So basically, what he's telling them, he wants to help them. He says, make believe that you lose more. Okay, very nice. But the minute they pick it up, leket is patur from Trumot to Maasrot. But this is regular. Says the Khatam Sofer, I am the boss of the field and I'm making now hefker whatever you drop.
I
And
see.
הפקר is פטור for מעשה. It's a learn text, yes? וגם
Otherwise-
שול,
Only.
תשולו, like
Otherwise he would-
I am the voice. I'm telling you to do, that whatever you drop, becomes הפקר automatically. So when she picks it up, it's הפקר. הפקר is פטור ממעשר.
Or did he say don't rebuke her?
Well, what?
Don't rebuke her.
Because she's taking from, she's not supposed to technically,
Right,
right?
okay.
This is on the floor.
Right.
No,
Yeah, but between the heaps is not where you
Right,
take.
right. The halacha is
On
that
the edges,
only what legally falls down, they can collect.
and then piles of stuff that they
But
plant
between
the
the
harvest.
heaps, you don't collect, only where they harvest.
Also, she was modest in how she picked up the things. That's how he noticed she was special.
Right. This is why.
She
This
didn't
is
bend
why
over,
she
went
called his
down
attention
quietly.
because
None of
he realized that the way she's acting, she's not a regular,
more
she's
refined.
not a regular girl. Yes. Look a second. Here.
It's a big line, Asher Asta Imo.
Right. Read the pasuk here, David. Show them the pasuk.
Yutet.
She comes back. Look at pasuk 19. ותאמר לה חמותה, איפה נקצת? Where did you, which field did you, ואנה עשית? והיא מכירך ברוך. ותגד לחמותה, she tells her mother-in-law, את אשר עשתה עמו. מה זה עשתה עמו?
She did.
What she did for him. She didn't do anything for him, he did for her. So there's a famous, David was the Chazal, there's a very
Dude.
famous,
Ani does more for
Right,
Asher than Asher
so
thinks.
David refers, this is a very famous מדרש, יותר ממה שבעל הבית עושה עם העני, העני עושה עם בעל הבית, which means every time we help someone in need, of course we help. The Gemara says the end result is that you gain much more than you help. Yeah, it's very good for a speech if you have to collect money, but maybe sometimes I ask kids in class, in a good class, give me a good moment that you felt great about your achievement. This is not great. The kid says every time I was tutoring the kids from a different class for free because he does well, I felt down. This is kids that come. I want to hear something I never heard in my life. I was collecting money in school for something quietly. So I asked the assistant principal, if I Baruch David, like everyone. But
Yeah.
we used to collect money, a lot of money used to come. Kids. No one is giving money. He says, why is that? He says, Joseph, kids don't carry cash anymore.
Oh,
So I told him, are you joking? So he took me, he says to me, come, let's go outside.
Right.
He stopped 5
Apple Pay.
random kids. Where can you have $5, Rabbi? Who has money?
Yeah.
Girl, who has money? This is your grandchildren. Yes.
Apple Pay.
Rabbi, I lined my kids up. I went into the wedding last night. I had no money. I forgot my wallet. I said, where can I get some money? I don't like to walk around nothing. I always, Baruch Hashem, I always walk around money. Oh, I knew Jojo was collecting money. So Jojo, give me
On the flip side, it's very easy. They make it so easy to give stuff out today.
Yes.
I can't go to my
This
kids.
is one of
So I
the
line
reasons.
up all my kids together. I don't think they have $10.
My
All
kids-
of them.
allowance, my kids don't want allowance.
They don't. No, they don't.
They want me to
use
send
cash.
money.
In the summer, I make a drive for it's just for my ear. You used to get all cash. Now kids are tapping out. If I had to get the rabbi, bring me a credit card machine because more than half the donations are tapping
Oh,
the
but
credit card.
this is what Larry said.
Rabbi Prague, you've been to a wedding in Lakewood. They don't ask for dollars anymore. They come with the machine.
Yeah. Lucas,
Also, Rabbi Prague, seriously, when are you going away and what's the schedule?
by the way,
Before,
sorry that this tonight we have a regular class tomorrow.
Good.
The car service is coming, depends on my wife. I claim 7 is enough. She says, so I'll be in touch with you tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll learn with the car service on the way to the airport, depends on them. Otherwise, I'll be in touch either with you or with
Rabbi,
him.
wait, so next time
Bezrat
we're waiting-
Bezrat Hashem, thank you. Bezrat Hashem, I'm coming back. I'm traveling to Israel to the bar mitzvah of my grandson. I never did it. I never took off from school for over 45 years.
Wow.
Oh,
the kids must be making a kiddush in the school.
you coming back, Rabbi?
The kids definitely make a kiddush.
They coming back when?
The Wednesday after, I'm learning the Wednesday.
Very nice, beautiful.
He feels bad that he's going. You believe it? He's
No,
going to Eretz Israel, and he
Because
feels.
I was taught that your private life is private life, but your teaching Torah, if I would teach biology, I wouldn't have any guilt, don't worry.
If you taught biology, you shouldn't have any guilt.
Okay, anyway, so no, so I
You
told him,
deserve it, Rabbi. You deserve it.
and I told him to get a substitute. Anyway, look
There's
at
no such
that.
thing as a substitute. no?
I have a better question. How many days Yontif are you going to celebrate? That's what I'm interested in.
Definitely 2 days. Definitely 2 days.
Well, this year's Shabbat, everybody is.
Ashkenazim, the yeshiva boys that go there
But
celebrate.
see, it doesn't matter, it's Shabbat, it's like,
The yeshiva boys, Ashkenazim, celebrate 2 days all the Chagim. So why is he? I don't understand what.
Yeah, but if you celebrate, you have to, the davening has to be different. If it's Yontif and Shabbos, it's a good point.
Partner that we took is near a yeshiva of Americans. There are 800 boys there, and everyone is doing 2 days of Torah.
Oh,
So it's a 5-minute walk. Near Tnuva.
but that's typical order they
Near-
go to
near,
Shabbat, but Shavuot, like they Shavuot, right?
Otherwise, you could read Parashat Naso twice.
Right.
That's a good point.
Nice challenge to
Near
have.
the Shefa board.
Nice challenge to have.
Oh, Shefa Chaim? My daughter
So-
lives there. My son right there.
Good.
Is that Shani here tomorrow?
No,
No,
more
so
morning,
he's
no,
not
I'm
here.
leaving, my plane is leaving at
Oh,
10:30. You have to leave the house early.
It's wonderful.
What time do you put in?
We might, it's at 10:30. It's a day flight. We land in Israel at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Shalom Aleichem. Oh.
Side Ra'anan.
everybody is.
I took that flight before.
I'm sorry, when do you?
There's the other option after Shmuel. There's the other option. People take.
This is where you're staying much better.
When the return to Shabbat?
It'll be Thursday morning. Thursday morning after Shavuot.
Where are you staying, Rabbi?
Tomorrow morning, it's
Now,
a rented apartment. We rented 2 3-bedroom apartments.
in Yerushalayim.
Way more
Yeah,
than what he gave to
the
you.
best place to Rabbi is
There's a
to
reason
stay.
why I asked, because I'm going also.
You'll never stay there. No, but I might see what the court have. You'll never stay there.
Rabbi,
Where?
are they doing
Rabbi,
the bar mitzvah Monday morning?
What?
Monday morning, you're doing the bar mitzvah.
With my kids.
Sunday morning in the court.
Exactly. It's,
What?
Sunday morning in the court.
Sorotsky is
Sunday
Rat-
morning.
is Rat Torah.
Oh,
Yes, she ordered.
No, Sunday morning I'm flying. Monday, but Bezrat Hashem, Monday morning I'll be at the court.
oh.
Oh, very nice, man.
My father's your time.
Anyway, have a Chag Sameach, guys. Bezrat Hashem. I'm looking forward.
Aksamai, Rabbi Allah Mak, as we say.
I'm excited. But,
I was once Shavuot in Yerushalayim.
Jeffrey, tonight we're learning, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I may not be having a su'udah for my daughter's baby.
Oh, Mazal Tov.
Thank you. And she's graduating law school today.
Another lawyer?
Yeah, please. I didn't tell her to go. That's 4 lawyers in one family. All right.
Could have had a doctor, no Jeffrey?
I do have a doctor.
Ah.